I'm here with safety at the Minnesota Vikings, Josh Metellus. How are you, bro?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm good. Welcome back to London. This ain't your first time.
It ain't my first time. First time in this kind of setting though, so it's cool.
I want to take you back to the moment you found out you were going to be a captain, because I know how important that was to you. Because the way I look at you in this team, you embody what Brian Flores is trying to do with this defense. The sheer determination, the grit, the leadership on the field, your aggressiveness on the field. And when you found out you were going to be a captain and you weren't sure if you were going to have your jersey in time, and you walk into the locker room and see your jersey, take me back to that moment and how that felt, because I know it was special.
Yeah, man, that was a special moment. For one, I kind of got like a Spider-Man intuition thing going on. We were sitting down in the team meeting, and like I just got chills, and like my hearing went blank. I couldn't hear anything. I got chills. I was like, that was weird. Coach walk in. We voting for captain. Boom, boom, boom. Next thing you know, he says my name. I said, oh wow! I was shocked, like literally like the little kid that was here earlier. I was shocked. I was in a shock because that's something you dream of, being a captain of an NFL team, man. Especially me, I think I'm a leader. I want to be a leader, so to be called the leader of a team was really special.
You say being a leader, and I think that's a great word to describe what you do for this team, and it leads nicely to my next point. I always like to say big time players make big time plays and big time games, and you know that, right? So now I'm referring to the back-to-back block punts that you yourself single-handedly did for this team. So we're talking about the Giants and the Packers. For the Ash out there, the Packers. Yeah, we should have put that in the earlier one. We should have did that. Is that something you studied on film and knew in terms of the alignment, or is that down to your pure athletic instinct?
No, that was something we practiced all year.
Yes, sir.
All year, and we just waited for that exact look, and just so happened the Packer one was a crazier one because that's something we really was doing all year. I asked to be a part of the Giants one.
Okay.
I said, let me do it. This is a big game. We need the dub. Let me go do it. And boom, it happened. But the Packers ones was methodical. I could show 100 clips of me doing it in practice. Had to get the footwork down right. That was very methodical.
Take me back to the game 2022 Tottenham Stadium, which we like to call the double doink game because of how the game ended with the field goal. Talk to me about that experience, seeing Vikings fans in the UK. There's a massive Vikings fan base here. I don't know if you know, but Vikings have a strong tie in terms of the Vikings culture in the UK. Take me back to that game and how that was for you.
It was a great game. We won. Great experience to play out here. I think the fans were electric. It was crazy to just see so many people hype for a sport that's not out here, and it was really fun. I think it was a little bit heavy too because we had one of my teammates get hurt. So we felt like we had to pull through for him. And it was even more special that his birthday was the next day too. So felt like we did that for him. And it gave him that support, even though he was still out here. And when we went back, but yeah, it was a great atmosphere. Tottenham did it right.
They did.
Excited to go back, win again.
So your football IQ is something that I think sets you apart on the field, and you can see it. It speaks volumes. You played free safety. You played in the box. You played slot corner. Knowing where to be at all times. I think you mentioned so you're not on the back foot, but always on the front foot. Again, is that something you particularly try and hone about your game?
Yes, 1,000%.
Okay.
I think it gives me a competitive edge if I know where I'm going faster than the person who knows where he's going to. So I think, especially now in the role that I'm in, it definitely helps excel my game. Knowing exactly what I have to do, knowing exactly what they're going to do, definitely helps.
So before we wrap things up, what do you think has changed under this Brian Flores defense? Because this defense is lights out, and you can see the numbers and the stats don't lie. What has changed, or is it the way that he's now leading the defense and coaching the defense?
I think it's just the way he picks a player and he brings the best out of them. He knows exactly what you're good at, and he makes sure that's what you're going to do on Sunday. It's not like you're good at this, but on Sunday we're gonna have you do this. No, it's you're good at this, and on Sunday that's what you're gonna be doing. So it gives you a lot more confidence going in. He does a great job pushing the young guys, and he's just a great coach, man, great leader.
And the last question for you: what one thing as a safety in the NFL do you perhaps think that fans don't quite understand or appreciate about your position in the NFL? Because essentially you're the last man in defense. So what is it that you think fans perhaps don't quite appreciate?
The fact that our mistakes are shown everywhere. Guy messes up, we make the touchdown saving tackle with another play. We mess up, it's a touchdown. So I think people don't understand how on point you have to be, especially as a defensive back, especially as a safety, because there's nobody else to save you. You mess up, that's the game, So it's very it's a lot of pressure. We're also the field generals.
That's correct.
Even though we don't call the plays, we talk everything. Especially on our defense, we make all the checks. So yeah, it's a lot going on back there. We're the quarterbacks.
There you go. I appreciate your time, Josh. All I have to say is I'll see you in October.
Yup.
I appreciate it, bro.